Jake had always been his own worst critic. He was the kind of person who would downplay his achievements and magnify his mistakes. In social settings, he often felt invisible, believing that he had nothing valuable to offer, even though his friends and family told him he was talented and kind. Deep down, he couldn't shake the feeling that he just wasn't good enough. One day, after another discouraging evening spent dwelling on his perceived flaws, Jake's sister handed him a small journal and told him about an affirmation she'd heard. "I am enough, just as I am." Jake was doubtful. How could 3 simple words change something he had felt for years? But his sister encouraged him to try it for just a month. So he reluctantly agreed. Each morning, as soon as he woke up, he would look in the mirror, take a deep breath and say, "I am enough just as I am." He repeated it again before he went to bed, writing it in his journal each time he said it. At first, Jake felt nothing. The words felt like just words, but he kept at it. A few weeks later, he noticed something small but important. He felt a little lighter. One morning, when he caught a mistake at work, he automatically began to berate himself, but then something inside him reminded him, "I am enough just as I am." Instead of spiraling into self-doubt, he acknowledged the mistake, fixed it, and moved on. It felt strange to let go so easily, but empowering too. With each day, Jake's confidence grew. He began to recognize his own talents and started participating more in meetings, sharing ideas that he would have previously kept to himself. He even signed up to join a group hiking trip, something he always wanted to do but had avoided, thinking he wasn't the outdoorsy type. The affirmation had quietly but powerfully shifted how he saw himself. Months later, Jake's friends noticed a change. He laughed more easily, shared stories with pride, and seemed more comfortable in his own skin. When one of them asked him what had changed, he simply smiled and said, "I finally realized something important. I am enough, just as I am." From that moment on, Jake kept the affirmation close to his heart. It became a reminder, not just of his worth, but also the journey he had taken to believe it. He knew he would have days of self-doubt, but he also knew he had the strength to quiet them, one word at a time. So I wonder if this affirmation can help you conquer your self-doubts.